Hello friends, in our previous video we have discussed the types of number, rational number and representation of rational number on number line, which link I have provided in description box, so you can go through with that. So today we will discuss how to find out the rational number between two rational numbers. Okay, so there are two methods to finding it. First is formula method, second is same denominator method. So first, formula method. In formula method, which is directly depend on formula, it is based on formula. Suppose we have two number a and b. Okay, just draw a number line and we are putting a and b, marking the position. So in formula method, we know, suppose we are assuming q1 is lying between a and b. So simply we know, if we want to mid position of two number, what we will get? We will try to find the mean of both numbers. So what will be the mean of a and b? A plus b by 2. Right? This is q1 and q1 is a plus b by 2. Suppose we want to number between a and q1, another rational number. We are marking this is q2. So what will be the q2 equal to? A plus q1 upon 2. Okay, simply we want another rational number between q1 and b, that will be q3. So what will be the q3 equal to? q1 plus b upon 2. Simply, very simple formula. Now just see one example. Suppose we have number 2 by 3 and 5 by 4. We are just marking it in number line 2 by 3 and 5 by 4. And we know the mid position is q1. So by formula, q1 equal to, what is a? A equal to 2 by 3 and b equal to 5 by 4. We just put the position of a 2 by 3 plus position of b 5 by 4 upon 2. And we just solve this. First we have to take the LCM of 3 and 4. What will be the LCM? This is 12. So we just divide the 12 by 3. What we will get? 4. And multiply 4 by 2. It is 8 plus. Divide the 12 by 4. 3. And multiply 3 by 5. It's 15. And this 12 will come down and multiply with the 2. So what we will get? 23 by 24. This is the rational number which is lying between 2 by 3 and 5 by 4, our answer. Now second one is same denominator method. In same denominator method, we just make the both numbers denominator same. Let's see how. So for that we are taking one example, 6 by 5 and 3 by 2. We are seeing here that denominator are not same, so we will make it same. For that we will just simply take the LCM of 5 and 2. And what we will get? We will get 10. Now we assume this is A, and to make the denominator 10, what we have to do? We have to multiply by 2. And if we are multiplying 2 in denominator, we should multiply the same number in numerator. So what we will get? 12 by 10. In same b equal to 3 by 2, and we will make it denominator 10. We have to multiply 5. And we have to multiply 5 in numerator also. So what we will get? 15 by 10. So you simply know how many numbers are existing between 12 by 10 and 15 by 10. 12 by 10, then 13 by 10, then 14 by 10, and we will get 15 by 10. So these two numbers are existing between 6 by 5 and 3 by 2. So this is the answer. Okay, so note down one more thing. There are infinite number of rational number can exist between two rational number. Okay, infinite number. Where the first question is 0 a rational number, can you write it in the form of p by q when where p and q are integer and q is not equal to 0? Okay, let's see, which I have already explained in my previous video, but let's explain again. First is we will go through with the rational number definition. We know that all rational numbers are integers. First condition, all rational numbers are integers. So can we write 0? 0 is also an integer. And can we write it 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3? What we will get? 0. If we will write it 0 minus 1, 0 upon minus 2, 0 upon minus 3, what we will get? 0. So these both are integer. This is the positive integer, this is the negative integer. So the first condition it is following, and second is we can write it in the form of p by q. The second condition is also following by this p by q, where q is not equal to 0. Can we put here 0? No, we can't put here. If we will put 0 by 0, what we will get? We will get infinite, which is not possible. So this is also following this condition, q is not equal to 0. So 0 is a rational number. So our answer is 0 is a rational number, and we can write it in the form of p by q, and where p and q are integers. Okay. Now next question. Find 6 rational number between 3 and 4. For that, if we have to find 6 rational number, so we just multiply and divide any number which is greater than 6. So we are just taking 7. So with the 7, we multiply and divide in 3. Okay. Same with the 4. 4 cross 7 divide by 7. What we will get? 21 by 7. 28 by 7. So we just find out the number between 21 by 7 and 28 by 7. How many numbers are existing? 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7, and 27 by 7. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the 6 number which is lying between 3 and 4. So our answer is 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7, and 27 by 7. Just write it. Now next question. 5 rational number between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. So simply what we will do, we have to find 5 rational number and the 6 is greater than 5. So we just multiply and divide by 6. 3 by 5 cross 6 cross 6. What we will get? 18 by 30. Same with other number. 4 by 5 cross 6, what we will get? 24 by 30. Okay, so how many numbers are existing between 18 by 13 and 24 by 30? 19 by 30, 20 by 30, 21 by 30, 22 by 30, and 23 by 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 rational number which is lying between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. This is the answer. Now next question. Meta true or false, and also give the reason. So the first question, first statement is every natural number is a whole number, which I have already discussed in my previous video. But let's see every natural number. What is natural number? We know all positive integers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinite is a natural number. And if we include 0 with natural number, what it will become? It will become whole number. These are the natural numbers and these are the whole number. So the natural number coming under the whole number. So the first our statement is right. Okay. Now the second statement. Second statement, every integer is a whole number. Let's see. We know that whole number having 0 and all positive integers. But integers having one more type, that is negative integer. This combined call whole number, but it could not combine negative integers. And these all are the types of integers. So all whole numbers can be integers, but the all integers are not whole numbers. So this is the false statement. This is the false statement. Second statement is false. Now the third one. Every rational number is a whole number. Let's see. Whole number. 0, 1, 2, 3. These are the whole number. And we can write it like this: 0 by 1, 1 by 1, 2 by 1, 3 by 1 in the form of P by Q, which means it is a rational number. So we can say the whole number, every whole number can be rational number, but rational number is in also form of 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4. It can be written in the form of whole number? No. So this is the wrong statement. Every rational number is a whole number is not correct. Every whole number can be rational number. Thank you. And in our previous video, I have already discussed these things. So you can also go with that and clear your concept regarding this. In our next video, we will discuss the exercise 1.2 and some concept related.